What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back at our main shop, and behind me here I have our Chevy 5500. So you may remember a few weeks ago we dropped this truck off at Reed Systems because the front plow and the wing plow were both dropping by themselves when we parked it. So I've had them up for about an hour now, and you can see they're both still in the air. So obviously our problem is fixed, but while fixing that problem, we've kind of created another issue, which I will get into shortly. But basically the guys up at Reed called CPS, which is the valve body that we have on here, is along with the controller inside. I think it's Certified Power Solutions or Systems. Let's look real quick. It is Certified Power Solutions. So you can see we have the controller for your plow here and your salt spreader controller here, and also the valve body, which is on the other side of the truck, is from them as well. So the guys at Reed called up to them and told them what was happening, and immediately they knew what the issue was. So apparently this is something that is common with their valves, and the guys said that over time the valves just get worn in and they don't work like they used to when they're brand new. So they've ran into occurrences where the plows have dropped by themselves, and basically what they gave them is this T here and this piece here. Basically what happens is hydraulic fluid will run through this hose, and then in here it pushes open it's basically a valve that it pushes open, and it allows hydraulic fluid to flow by. Also, it will work in the reverse where it will push up and lock that, which basically locks in the fluid. And we have them on the front plow, the wing on the front, and also on the rear here. So the one on the rear is actually into the bottom of the valve body there, and our issue now is that when we pull this wing up, if you pull it up quick, it bounces and it comes back down a little bit. Also, we have an issue where, you might remember Kevin was pulling on this, if you pull on it enough it will start to come down. You guys probably can't tell here, but it is falling a little bit when I pull on it. So it pretty much is what it is at this point. You just need to keep an eye on it and tuck it up. I will hop in and show you what I mean in a second, but we're pretty much at a point where there's no real solution unless we go with a different valve on here, and obviously we don't want to get into all that. So your better option is just keeping an eye on it and letting the driver know that this is something that happens, and he just needs to keep tucking his wing up if he wants it up, or just chain it up and you don't have to worry about it falling. But the front plow is perfect. Let's hop in and I'll show you what I mean about the wing coming up and going back down. But another thing about this CPS system, in order for the guys at Reed to be able to make adjustments, they have to plug a laptop in that they sit on here, and basically it's a big pain for them. They have to have the system completely off, turn one switch on, open up the program and make the adjustment, close it down, upload it into here, and they can only make one adjustment each time basically, and then they have to do the whole process over and over. So it is not something that you can just basically make live adjustments on. But let's start this up and I'll show you what I mean here. Down. So we have our pump switch over here, but this on and off button, you hit it, you'll see this light flash a couple times. If you try and use the controls before that happens, you basically lock the system out and you got to reset it all. But there's our pump. So we'll go down with the wing, and then if we come up, you see it goes down by itself. Let me bag it up so you can see when I let go of the control and the wing is still moving. So if you come up and you catch it, and you catch it, and you catch it, it'll come up and it'll stop. It'll go down a little bit, but it'll pretty much stop there. You can feather it nice and easy and get it up. So basically, that's really the only issue we have now. Actually, let me put all the plows down. I gotta turn this all back on again. Wait for the lights to flash. Turn the pump on, front plow down. Put the wing down. All right, so we're done with this, but basically there's no real solution unless we go ahead and put a different valve body on this truck, which obviously we don't want to do. We just set this one up, but this wing is really the only issue that we have now. Hopefully we don't run into any more issues, because being that this truck is under warranty, we have to travel about an hour to get up to Reed Systems to have them make minor adjustments, which is a bit crazy in my opinion. So hopefully that is it with the issues on this. Moving on in here, I think I showed you guys these yesterday, which are for this truck, but we also got some new tires here, which are going on our Terrastar. These got delivered this morning. I don't think I showed you guys this yet either. We got a nice 10-ton jack that I'm gonna have to put to the test one of these days. Maybe I'll make a video just on that. But over here we have this whole front plow painted. He's working on the plow frame right now. Back here we haven't touched yet because we have to drill for our poly fenders right there and right there. We have to drill for our spring-loaded mud flaps, and we also have to weld tail lights on the back here. So there's a bit of work that has to go into getting this fully prepped before we go and paint it, because we're just going to make a mess, and obviously you don't want that. So basically we got to do all the fenders, the mud flap holes, the tail lights, depending on what's going to happen with them, get all those set, and then take them back off, jack it up, take the tires off, plastic the cab, and then paint this, which should be happening tomorrow. So obviously you haven't seen Kevin or Rodrigo in a few days. They've both been off and they're both back in tomorrow. I am actually off until Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and back to work Tuesday. If you are wondering why, it is because today is the 27th and I'm going away for New Year's, and I'm about 2 weeks behind, so you're not going to understand any of this unless I tell you. But yeah, I am off for the next 5 days, and hopefully when we come back, this truck is buttoned up. They should have it all painted and potentially have the sander on the bed of it, or on the frame I should say. So when we get back here on Tuesday, that truck might be done. But I think that is going to wrap it up for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.